everyone. Today I thought I'd talk about another one of my exciting problems that won't, well, maybe could kill me, but probably won't. It's something I mentioned before in a short video that I made a while ago, but I didn't show my face. And it is called Eosinophilic Esophagitis. It involves eosinophils, and it is a chronic immune system disease. So eosinophils are a type of white blood cell that play an important role in your body's response against allergic reactions, asthma, and certain types of infections with parasites. So everyone has eosinophils, and they make up, from what I've heard, about normally 7% of everything that's in your bloodstream. But when you have eosinophilic esophagitis, that means the eosinophils are reacting to some sort of allergen. It could be a food allergen, or it could be an airborne allergen, or in my case, both. So I just thought I would give a little more information about it. So what is this disease? When I started to have symptoms of this disease, I was 19 years old. And nobody had even heard of this disease before. This is considered a newly found condition, new disease. This is within the last 20 years that they figured out that a lot of these people they think that had GERD or other GI problems actually have eosinophilic esophagitis, or as I have it, it goes all the way through from the top to the bottom. And so with adults, what are your symptoms with EE? Well, you have dysphagia. That's hard, trouble swallowing. I have that. If I eat something that I know I'm not supposed to eat, it gets stuck in my throat. And that's another thing, food impaction. It will get stuck, literally stuck. You can have pain in your chest that's centrally located, that's not helped by any antacid medication, and you're not having a heart attack. I don't get that. And you can have persistent heartburn. I don't have that. You can get upper abdominal pain. Yes, if I manage to get down the food and I'm not supposed to be eating it, I get terrible, terrible gut pains. And another sign is if you go to your doctor and you tell them, like, listen, I'm having trouble swallowing, food won't go down, I've got heartburn or whatever, and they give you anti-GERD medications, PPIs, proton pump inhibitors like Nexium, Prevacid, Prilosec, and you don't get any relief, then you've got to go dig deeper into what could be your problem. And another thing, which was I get, yay, on certain foods, it's the regurgitation of undigested food, because the food just never makes it to your stomach. And then I start to violently hiccup, and then I know it's time. Better, little TMI, better get to the bathroom, because that food is going to exit out of my body, because my body does not want it to be there. So what can you do about this disease? Well, they have some treatments, if you'd like to call it that. First, you're going to get, before your treatment, the doctor, the GI doctor, who hopefully you will see, will do an endoscopy, and that's where they stick the camera down your throat, all the way in, past your stomach, and they look around, and they usually take about 4 biopsies from different sections. And they want to see under a microscope how many eosinophils are in this biopsy, because if you have over a certain amount, then you get your diagnosis of eosinophilic esophagitis. And I have tap dancing dogs behind me today. So after you get your diagnosis, what are they going to do? Well, they're going to try to find out what is causing this. And for me, I got sent to an allergist. And I had to have 2 different separate days of a lot of allergy testing. And the first time, they were doing the pinpricks, and the nurse walked away, and within just seconds, I felt like about 10,000 mosquitoes had been biting my back. She came in a couple minutes later, and she said, that is the most amazing reaction we've ever had on a patient. At least now we know what's wrong with you. And so, and then about 4 years later, I went to another allergist. This guy retired, and I had retesting, and even more things came up. So not only what I already was allergic to, but even more, because she tested for airborne allergies. And yes, I'm allergic to dust, to trees, to ragweed, dogs. I won't get rid of my dogs, though. Not allergic to cats, interestingly enough. And so you get your answers and you find out. So what do they do for treatment? For me, I'm just doing as best I can avoidance. Avoiding the foods that I am not supposed to eat. But they have some steroids that normally you might inhale through your nose, but you actually puff it in your mouth and you swallow it, like Flovent or Pulmicort. It's a topical steroid, but my doctor said that's just a bandage. You're not fixing anything, so it's best to stay away. What else? They might try you on proton pump inhibitors again for a few weeks, usually about 8 weeks, to see if you do get results. I haven't had it in years because I know I do not get results from them, and I don't want my bones to get all brittle, so I stay away from the proton pump inhibitors. And they can do dilation of your esophagus, and that's where they go down with the endoscope and they actually stretch your esophagus. I haven't had mine stretched in a while because mine is just too damaged. The last time it was stretched, the GI doctor actually perforated it and filled my chest cavity with air, and that turned into a week-long extravaganza in the surgical intensive care unit. So we don't want to talk about that. So what am I allergic to? I have my little cards here that I'll show you. This is most of the stuff. I'm allergic to filberts, almonds, and pistachios. I'm allergic to... Oh, these things get stuck. I hate that when your cards get stuck. Oh, come on now. I can't get it open. There we go. All legumes. So no beans, no peanuts. Sadly, I am now allergic to carrots. I love carrots. They don't love me. Another thing, I might as well just drop these cards. Broccoli. I love broccoli. I cannot eat it. It will come back. Eggs. I used to be fine with eggs. Not no more, as they say. All fish except herring. Why herring? I don't know. But I like herring, so that's good. I'll just eat it until I can't eat it. Any type of pepper. Not peppercorns, just, bell peppers, whatever. Peppers, nightshade. Can't have those. Oh, God, it'd give me a migraine with an aura, too. Blueberries. No blueberries for me. Here's a big one. Corn. No corn, no corn products. Another shocker. Rice. No rice. All grains. So we're talking oats, rye, wheat, barley, buckwheat, and everything else that I'm probably forgetting. Lettuce. And we have melons. Pork, no bacon for me. Chicken and turkey. And quinoa. Those are things that I can remember off the top of my head. So if you have any trouble eating ever, where it feels like you can't swallow, it gets stuck, it comes back out, you get no relief from any PPIs or antacids, go see a gastroenterologist. Ask him about eosinophilic esophagitis. You put your foot down and you get tested, and hopefully you will find out what the cause of your problem is. That's what I got to say today, and I hope you enjoyed it, and give it a thumbs up, comment, share, like, and above all, have an absolutely fabulous day. Bye-bye.